Okay, John, here is your short tutorial on using PowerPoint. At least some of the basics that you're already familiar with, plus a few additions that I showed you a moment ago. So hopefully this, I'm using this recording software, by the way, for the first time. I've used the trial of it, but I've actually purchased the software. So you might have to adjust the volume. Hopefully it comes through clearly enough. If not, we'll figure out something. So you may see some things pop up on the screen. If you do, don't worry about those. So I've gone ahead and I've opened up PowerPoint, and I've told PowerPoint by going to the file page that I want to create a new document. Okay, so I did that. Okay, and it opened up this page for me. And as you can see, it's kind of a boring white color. So what I'm going to do is actually go up to these tabs up here, and you can see we have Insert, Design, Transitions, Animations, Slideshow. We have Review, View, and Add-ins. The ones I showed you were the design and then the animation. So let's first start with the design, and that can give us a basic background. And you can pick any one of these. I'm just hovering over them with the cursor. Doesn't have to be anything too fancy. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick this one, and let's just call it PowerPoint tutorial. Subtitle not necessary. Let's just call it LSU. Perfect. Okay, so that's our first page. And what I'm going to do is then, if I want to add a page to this, I'm going to have to go back to the Home tab. Okay, and you can see in this whole area right here we have New Slide, the Layout, Reset, or Section. Really, all you should be worried about is going to be the New Slide one and the Layout. So I'm going to click New Slide. Okay, and we'll just call this Page 2. And I'm just going to do a couple of different things here. Okay, add your text here. Add quotations here. You can add images, add links, or in other words, websites. Perfect. Okay, so now I've gone ahead and I've typed in all those, and when I click on that, it gives us this pretty little screen right here. But if I want to, basically, if I go from this page to the next page, or what I'm going to do as well is click on Slideshow from the beginning, and it'll automatically, and I just use the arrow button, or you can actually use the left mouse key to click from one page to the next. And you can see that there isn't anything fancy about the text appearing in any certain way. So if I want to change those, I just hit the Escape button, which is in the top left corner of the keyboard. And remember, you actually have to use the cursor and click on the text that you want to make appear. No, I don't want that. That's what I was saying. Okay, don't worry about that. That was a pop-up from the software program I'm using. So I'm going to go back to Animations, and let's just say, now because all of these are highlighted, it's just going to do fly in for all these. Okay, and as you can see, they've appeared 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Now I can change them if I want, because I haven't saved the program at all. Okay, I can do the split. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, or if I want, I can actually click on each of them, and I can have them appear differently. So all I did was I clicked on number 1 for that one, because the rest are going to do the same thing. So let's see what they're all going to do. This one's going to wipe up. That one's going to go in from the side, from the side, from the side. So if I want them all to have different, that one's kind of cool. The wheel, let's try grow and turn. Oh wow, look at that. Okay. And then number 4, the zoom, should be pretty. Okay, so now I have 4 different ways to do that. Now I did the slideshow by clicking this tab up here and clicking from the beginning. You can actually use the shortcut key. My cursor goes down here slideshow. Okay, and then I'm just going to click. That appears, that appears, that appears, and that appears. Okay, but if I actually want them all to appear the same way, oh, what's it doing here? Animations. Okay, I'm back at animations. I want them all to appear the same way. So what I'm going to do is I have number 1 highlighted, and I'm going to hold down the Shift button, and then simply just click the down arrow on the keyboard. Oh, no, excuse me. Click, click, and click. So I've clicked all those actually with the mouse key and holding down the Shift button, and I kind of like this grow and turn one. It's kind of cool. So those are the ones I'm going to use for that one. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the home page because I want to add a new slide. Okay, but you see it still has this header here and then this section. I want to change the layout of this because I want to add a couple of pictures with some text underneath it. So what I'm going to do is actually go to layout, and I have a couple of different options that I can use, and I'm just going to go to the blank portrait. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to insert a picture. So I'm going to go to this tab, insert, and you've got a whole bunch of different options to do. These are the types of things that I was talking about, where you know, you can actually add pictures. You know, don't let all this confuse you. Just stick to the basics. Picture. If you have a video that's saved or even an audio file that's saved, you can actually do that. So I'm going to click on picture, and let's see, desktop. We've got the, where was that one? Berlin Reichstag. There we go. Okay, so you can see it's taken up the majority of the slide there. So I'm gonna, and if I click in the gray area, you see I can't do. Oh no, never mind. If the picture itself is not highlighted, you can't really do anything with it. But if you just click on it, all right, I could use these little arrows right here. You see how I've got the cross there, and then all of a sudden I've got this. I'm just going to use the left button and drag up. Okay, but if I don't like that, I can actually pull it back down. All right, or I can go from the corner over here and kind of just drag up. All right, so I'm going to do that. And I'm actually going to go back to the web, let's see here, and do Hofbräuhaus. Okay, good. Let's do an image. I'm just going to do some images of some German tourist attractions. I'll pull up this image right here, and I'm going to save it. Save image as Hofbräuhaus München. Click. Okay, I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint. Right, and I'm going to insert a picture. And click on Hofbräuhaus. Oh, it's dominating the whole picture. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to actually minimize it. Okay, to roughly about the same size. I know it's still a little big, so you just have to toy around with it a little bit and just drag it. Now, I also had a Word document open at the same time because I wanted to use some text. Now you can use the previous slide if you need to and then just delete what you have. So I have der Reichstag here, and das Hofbräuhaus. Nope, missing a letter. Good. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is highlight Reichstag, and I'm going to copy. Okay, and then paste it in here. And I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to go back to the Word document, and I'm going to highlight Hofbräuhaus. And then I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint. I'm going to paste it in here. Alright. So now, when I go to this slide, they're automatically going to be there. Okay? But I'm going to actually make those an animated appearance, And you know, you could always have those images available when you get to that slide for your students. So what I'm going to do, or you can have the text not there and have it appear later and have the students try to guess at what those are. So the same concept. I've clicked on the text over here. I've clicked on animations. Let's shape them in for this one. Okay, that's a good size. And then Hofbräuhaus. Let's do. Let's see. Let's do the split. That one's kind of cool. Okay, so I have 1 and 2. Those are there. And then, so now what I'm going to do is actually go back to the top. And I'm going to click on my shortcut here. And so when I go to this, page 2, all right, add your text here, add quotations. You can add whatever you want, of course. You can add pictures. Okay, Der Reichstag, das Hofbräuhaus. Okay, fantastic. You could even select the images to be animations as well. Okay, so I'm going to do those. So it doesn't have to be words itself. Let's do that one. Okay, and let's do this one. No, I don't want that. Alright, so now you can see 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, it's going to look kind of funny if I have Reichstag and that. I would maybe want the picture to appear after I have Reichstag written there. Okay, so you could do the same thing. You can actually change the order of these. So I'm going to escape out of here, and I'm going to make this. Okay, see, I've clicked on number 3 right here, and watch what I do. Reorder animation. I'm going to make that earlier. I'm going to make that go up from 2, 3 to 1. So I have 1, 2, okay, and then I want this to move up earlier to number 3. So now I have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and let's make sure that it did that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. I'm going to go back to the home page, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the file page. I'm going to save as PowerPoint tutorial, and I'm going to put this on the desktop. I'm going to save it, and that's all she wrote. Hope that helps. Super, danke.